I was gonna black get in the pool, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, you got the pool.
Yeah, I was gonna
I saw you struggling.
I tried so hard. Damn.
So they
You
get
want
some
to
cookies.
get off the phone.
Yeah.
When you ready?
But dog, I'm trifling. I'm with all that shit.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
well, mama, Mrs.
Ma'am. Alright,
Ma'am.
bro. You ready?
Yep.
Alright.
I can't boom us, 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 I can't boom myself up even though I know what we do me wrong.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, I Love Y'all, and I'm here with a new edition of Chatting with Yaya and Friends. And today I have my boo, Azza.
Hey, y'all.
She literally is one of my favorite people the fuck ever. We done been through up, down, every roller coaster in Six Flags together.
Facts.
And back around.
We survived.
Listen, and that was the best part. Listen. So, today I have her here. We're going to talk about some very, very, very interesting topics in this lovely bowl that we have. And our handwriting is crazy. I might show you guys after. But the guest always gets first pick out the bowl. Let's go crazy.
All right. Let's see. Round and round we go.
This is one of them. Yeah.
You want me to?
Go crazy. You say it.
All right. SpongeBob is gay.
Listen, y'all. We talked about this topic a couple of days ago. And I was literally like, it's a sponge.
Technically, they are like
Like literally I said, so if my dad picks up the sponge, SpongeBob will get more turned on if my mom picks it up. Or whether if my mom doesn't pick it up.
That's a yeah.
Right?
Cause, well, okay. So the way that I would understood it, I didn't think about it from like the realistic like sponge. Cause starfish are the same way. Stars can like self-sperminate.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Under
it is.
the sea.
Under the sea, you know, you just shoot that shit out and swim over it. So you know, right. My dad told me, he explained to me that the way SpongeBob and Patrick's partnership worked was that they are like together, but not together. Like it's more like a domestic partnership than anything. But representation.
Hey. So, okay, we also had this conversation. Do you think exposing your kids to things like that too early is good or bad?
I think it's kind of neutral. I think, you know, in order to have a well-rounded mental space, you should be exposed to a lot of things. That way you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. Like for me growing up, you know, I grew up Christian, but my grandfather's Nation of Islam. Like, you know, I had a lot of options. My stepmom was Buddhist. Like, my godmother's Jewish. Like, I'm over here. Like,
everybody.
Right. So I'm like, let me just take a little from here, here, and here. And I was able to, like, find my own type of spirituality. But, like, I feel like that goes with anything that's really personal. Like, you should have access to be able to pick and choose what you want to take from different cultures and different ideas. And I feel like sexuality is no different. We're all a little gay.
That's fine. Just
You're all a little gay.
a little bit. Crazy. All right. Do you watch Insecure?
Yes.
Oh.
In the most recent episode, this is the finale.
Okay, so let's motherfucking talk about it because, okay, so are you Team Issa or Team Molly?
I'm Team Issa.
Period. Okay, same.
There's no question.
And I feel like any girl in her right state of mind that's not a hater would be Team Issa because let's talk about it. Long story short, for those of you guys who don't watch it, Issa and Molly have been going at it all season. Like, this is the 4th season. Up until then, they have been cool, but like it started out that they was beefing.
Yeah.
So Issa is feeling like, okay, well, I don't understand why I'm getting all this hate. And like, from Molly is feeling like, well, you always need something out of the relationship and you don't give enough. But the thing that really threw me, which I don't feel like Molly had the right to do, was be mad that Issa asked her assistant or asked Nathan to go get her a new headliner for her show.
I don't think that's a problem at all.
And that is where the
wait, not Nathan. It was the boyfriend's. Wasn't it the boyfriend's friend?
Yeah.
That she went over Molly and went to her man.
See, and from that point of view, I never had a nigga that I cared about that much to where I'd be offended if my friend talked to them or like spoke to them, whatever. But from that standpoint, because Molly said she didn't want to ask him because she was like, okay, the relationship's new. I don't want to XYZ ABC overstep. But she was just, I feel like that was low-key hating. But the thing is, Issa didn't go directly to her boyfriend and ask either. She was, you know, talking it out with a friend, and the friend happened to know Molly's boyfriend, and all he did was send an email.
Facts. And so that's why I'm like, personally, I think Molly is like, she's one of those people that doesn't understand that, you know, your romantic relationships aren't elevated above your friendships. Your friendships, if not as equally important, are more important, because at the end of the day, not bros before hoes, but you know.
Who are you gonna talk to when you beefing with your significant
And in case your significant other is no longer your significant other, who's gonna be there for you at the end of the day? That's your homegirls. That's your day one A1s.
Like that one right there.
So, like, I'm over here looking at the situation like, okay, Molly, like Issa said, probably needs some therapy, and she probably needs it in a little bit more honest of a space than she's willing to, you know, deal with at the moment, just based on the fact that she validates herself through men. Like,
that's yeah.
And she's been doing that for mad long. And her homegirl, season 1. And Issa's over here like, well, I'm single and I'm a little weird, but I'm gonna get out there and I'm still love you. So where's the balance?
There's not one. There's not one.
I owe you a soda.
I just did you see the recent episode?
Yes, the season finale.
Oh my god. Okay, so listen, let's talk about, do you think that Issa has a right to be mad at Lawrence? So for those of y'all who didn't see it, long story short,
spoiler alert.
Lawrence, okay, so Issa was planning a block party. Long story short, she met a friend along the way. Fast forward, the friend ended up dating up Lawrence. They didn't know about it, so eventually when they all found out, it was kind of awkward for a second, but then they were like, okay, I'm sorry. Fast forward again, Lawrence and the girl broke up, but then Lawrence and Issa got back together after they went on their little date, and then this bitch, her name's Condola, that's the bitch that popped up. Condola, like canola oil, wanted to pop back up and say fucking, she was pregnant. You had ample opportunity to tell me you was pregnant. Like I'm talking about, there's a child inside of her. So, but okay, this did happen before Issa and Lawrence were back cool and before they were back together. But he's still pregnant with another woman's baby.
And that's the stress of responsibility, because someone's nut
is inside of her.
And
not
you
the one
know
who's
when you nut. I don't care what nobody says, talking about some, I don't know. You know.
You know it.
You know, just like we know. So, you know.
You should have said plan B or something, but
we have options. And, you know, speaking from the perspective of a young woman, a young adult, someone who has sexual relations or whatever, if I were to become pregnant with the child of a man who I know is in a relationship with my friend, I'm not keeping that child.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
I can't. And she was talking about she wasn't ready with the ex-boyfriend, but now she's ready with Lawrence, and they're not together. And the first question that he asked out of his mouth was, why?
Make it make sense.
Why would you keep the baby after his first question was why?
If you would. Because I feel like anybody with some sense
would be like, oh, so the closest abortion clinic to here is and it's this amount of money, throw a little extra like $500 on top of that.
So I can go to the spa and be stressed afterwards.
Actually,
traumatize me.
Because I'm traumatized.
I'm traumatized. I'm stressed out now. I need help. I need therapy. I need, like, obviously it's not an ideal situation, but like,
fuck.
For me as an individual, all I know is if I have to call my baby daddy, like, yo, when are you and your girl gonna come get my son? I don't want people around my kids already. Like, I'm already picky about family.
This is the same thing that happened in The Game. Do you remember that show?
Yes!
And that was elite. So I cannot wait.
Bro.
I cannot wait until next season. You get next pick out the bowl, lovely. Oh Lord. Go ahead and tell the people.
We slipping into a recession, y'all.
And a depression.
All of that.
And it's gonna be, I don't want to say awful.
So I feel like there's like a different setup of this recession compared to previous ones, because for the first time, you know, Black Americans are getting the political and the social accountability and like respectability that we deserve.
Yes, ma'am.
So as much as we are going into a recession, I feel like it's kind of like a rebalancing of the tables. Like, not necessarily a recession in the like classic term, because American life isn't going to be American life in the historical sense that we perceive it to be. So moving forward, yes, there's a recession, but are there thousands and thousands of grants being offered up for Black-owned businesses? Yes, there are. Take advantage.
Take a lot of advantage.
Are there like forms of education and like different resources that are now like applicable and accessible for us as a culture? So as much as I think we're slipping into a recession, nobody got us like we got us. So
And that's on period.
capitalize,
For us
baby.
by us. The only thing that I know that, you know, Trump is trying to come out with this second wave of this $12,000 that he
Right.
gave out the first time, and I don't want y'all to think that that is a reason to vote him back in office. Take that money and vote for somebody else.
And go.
Second of all, I think that folks should really be conscious of how they're spending their money, because it's like 10 million something people in unemployment right now, and that is fucking crazy. I don't think we're gonna get as bad as we did as the Great Depression, because we already know what to expect when we're gonna go through it, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. But definitely manage your funds. See what's the smartest options for you. Invest in some things that are really low right now. If they're in the negatives, that's a good time to get in, because when the recession's out, they're gonna plummet right back up. Okay, make sure that you do things that are smart for you. If you need to get out not another loan, actually don't do that. But if you want to buy properties right now,
Right.
just invest in stuff that is smart while the money is available.
There.
That's all I gotta say.
And if you're a small business owner, do the research on those loans.
Facts.
Because there's a lot of options
Man,
that
what?
are applicable.
There's a lot of small business loans. There's like coronavirus relief funds.
Yes.
There's a lot for displaced people. If you can't buy groceries, if you need something for your kids, there's a grant, scholarship, anything, free money available right now. It might take you like 20-30 minutes to fill out the application, but for $5, $10, $1,000 in free money, $50 even. What's
Get
an
to
hour
it.
of your time?
Get to it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Period.
I'm gonna pick the last topic out the bowl and we get out of here. Yee. Okay. Okay, so last month it was Biggie's birthday. This past month it was Tupac's birthday. So, who you got? This is like the longest standing debate of all time. Biggie versus Tupac.
Okay, so because of the like nature of the question, I feel like we just gotta sample like at least one Tupac, one Biggie song, and I know music rights, right? But like,
Okay. Listen, as long as it's under like 7 seconds, YouTube
We good
doesn't
to
have
go.
it ready. Yes, sir.
And what's the song that everybody knows?
Okay.
Alright, that was our under 7 seconds clip of that one. And then we're gonna go to Biggie Smalls, because you already know what's up.
You already know. Period.
Oh damn, that's hard.
Okay. In terms of like personality and just all around show, I'm gonna choose Tupac because I want to look at him more. But for music, like I know if you play like a whole discography of Biggie and a whole discography of Tupac, I could sing along to more of Biggie's songs. Personally.
But I feel like it's because we're East Coast, you know, like we're East Coast girls. Like yeah, Atlanta is the South, but we still aligned with versus him.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just said that wrong. We're West Coast girls. No, we're East Coast girls, but Biggie's East Coast, not Tupac. Oops. Cut that.
You get it though.
You get it. Like you know what I'm trying to say. Like okay, so like Biggie's got a bigger discography, but I wouldn't want to get jiggy with Biggie.
Yeah.
Like no disrespect to Lil' Kim, but
yeah.
Tupac is fine.
Okay, so before we get out of here, so this was a trending topic the other day, was like girls having fetishes over not the dead, but like okay, so like you know I don't want this to come out wrong, but like Tupac was fine in his prime time before he passed. So they're saying that girls often fetishize, you know, dead fine men.
Because we don't have to be disappointed by him.
Hey.
Darling.
And you can't disagree with that. You really can't.
Sweetheart, darling, angel. As much as we love our whatever you want to call it, right? Anyways,
yeah.
Men who have expired in this astral realm have less chances of disappointing me as a grown woman than do y'all, young men
Alive and well.
are still learning that black women matter.
And that's just how that.
So,
And on that note, we're gonna wrap it up because we gave you everything that we can Yeah, at this point. So thank you so much, Ms. Azza, for coming through and chatting with us.
Thank you for having me.
And you definitely will see her face again. In the meantime, in between time, make sure you check out her Instagram at zbuds, and it'll be in the link below and in the comments. So y'all like, subscribe, tap into it.
All that. Book my girl.
Period.
Pooh.